Hey y'all, welcome back to a special edition of Hopped Up Beer Review, where it is the 2024 Costco Beer Garden Collection. We're on beer number 6, and it is the Eibauer Zwick'l Naturtrüb from the Privatbrauerei Eibau out of Eibau, Germany. Thanks for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review. It's the show where we give your unprofessional, somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Appreciate you joining us today. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. We definitely appreciate that. I've got Jay, I've got Andy in the attic. I am Ben. Andy, what are we drinking today?
Why don't y'all try it? The Eibauer Zwick'l Naturtrüb from the Privatbrauerei Eibau out of Eibau, Germany, Deutschland.
All right.
You got it now.
Very nice.
8 takes.
That was lovely, Andy. You did a great job.
Intro.
You know, it's funny because so many people reach out to me and ask why we do, like, you know, the advent calendar and this beer garden collection. Why do we do this? And it's really just so Andy can work on his German. We aren't really
so many people.
Beer.
So many people.
It's just the mail that comes in
yeah,
is just ridiculous. So, but Andy is practicing his German, and I'm glad that he is on the show to say all that stuff.
Great excuse to drink German beer.
Yeah, as if you needed one.
Cheers, mates. I look forward to the history of this and the style of it.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers. Mates. No pressure, but don't disappoint you. Well, let's start reviewing.
I think Andy's tired from all the intro.
That was exhausting.
He said his words for the day.
Okay. Eibauer Zwick'l Naturtrüb is Zwick'l beer. It's a form of cellar beer. 5.2%. The term Naturtrüb in German means naturally cloudy. It is a little cloudier than your Helles and the other Zwick'ls. I mean, other Kellers. Zwick'l is a little weaker and less full flavored than a Keller beer. And it's less hoppy, and it's not left to age as long as a Keller, which is another type of unfiltered lager. But you remember, Keller gets its name from cellar beer, aged cellars. They didn't go much about the beer. You know, it follows the Reinheitsgebot, water, barley, malt, and yeast. So the Privatbrauerei Eibau is in Eibau, Germany. It's a microbrewery. Take it easy, Jay. Get to the top. It was technically established in 1810 by the King Frederick August I. At that time, it was Saxony, so he was the King of Saxony. But there was actually a brewery on the site since 1786 that was established. The citizens decided to build an actual brewery there, so 1786. This brewery had gained notoriety in the region for their black beer, their dark beer. I guess there are different styles of Schwarzbier. And throughout the years, it's changed ownership many times. So it's no longer Royal. It's about all I could find.
So I was going through the Beer Garden Collection box that we have today and just looking at all the different beers. And I really hadn't, we're on number 6 here. I really hadn't taken a look at all of them. And, it's interesting because when you open up the flap of the actual box, it shows you all the cans and everything in there. And I just hadn't taken any time to do that. I think we have several from this brewery, though. At least a couple more.
Yeah.
So just happened to notice that today, and I think there's probably within the box there's probably 2 or 3 breweries that have 3 or so beers represented in there. So
excuse me.
Yep.
I was a little exuberant on my pour.
Yep.
Sorry. Cleaning
right.
up. Thank you.
Yep. All right. We obviously, nobody's had this one, obviously. Who wants to go first? Anybody? Any takers? All right. I'll jump in there and go. I don't know about this one. It's okay. I mean, it's a beer, obviously, but it's almost a little too light for me. It doesn't. I mean, it has a touch of flavor, but it's just such a light beer. I don't want to compare it to American Macros. I don't want to do that. It's almost though like the macro of the German beers that we've had, which is almost taking that a step past macros from America in a sense, because we talk a lot about some of these Helles beers in the past being, hey, just that step above an American macro. So I don't know. There's just something about the flavor in this one. It's just something that's a little off for me, and it's just so light. I don't know that I particularly care for this one. Now, it's a hot day outside. I'm mowing the grass, which I don't do, or I'm doing something outside, which has got to be hot. I will, this will be a welcome.
I walk
beer.
to the mailbox and it's like, oh, this was exhausting.
Exactly. I do something like that. Then I might welcome this beer, or at a ball game where, you're outside, which I don't like being outside anyway. But again, that might be the case for this beer. That could be the only case where I'd see that I'd want to go back to this beer. So it's got me a little concerned, and I kind of mentioned that we have other beers from this brewery in there. I'm hoping it's just a one-off because of the style, but this is not one that I necessarily need to have again. I can check the box that I've had it and move on. I'm going to give this one a 5. That's where I'm going to come out on it. Jay, what do you think?
Having a little technical difficulties, but I'm going to talk and we'll get this through, right? So,
yep.
This one to me, you're exactly right. From what I agree, it's very light. It does. My comparison would be just like you said, a German macro. It's a little sweet, but there's obviously not the corn that we're used to on the macros. To me, I'm probably not as harsh as you. I'll probably go with a 6.5. It's good, and it's light and easy.
All right, Andy, you're left. What say you?
I pretty much agree with Jay. It tastes a step above macro, like we said. It's got a little sweetness to it, light. It reminds me of a U.S. brewery trying to make a German beer, and almost like they were trying to get to a Hefeweizen, but completely failed because it's, you didn't get the banana or the clove type of feel to it, but they tried, and so it's a little cloudy, and it's just a broad umbrella German beer that you can't put your finger on, or German style that you couldn't put your finger on, made by a U.S. brewery, but and maybe I haven't had enough Zwick'ls to know that this is what a Zwick'l should be. But it's you can detect a little cloudiness on the palate. But Jay, I was thinking the same thing, a 6.5.
So is that the ultimate insult to a German brewery to say it's the American macro of German beers?
No, because we've had some others that are
Or the
like
American
other German beers. Yeah.
American breweries trying to make a German beer. Sorry, I said that backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've had enough German beers to, appreciate what a good German beer should taste like. Not that this is horrible. It's just it's not as good as the others.
Yeah.
No, but you can kind of tell that they follow what's the principle, Andy?
Reinheitsgebot.
Yeah. So, I mean, very simple. Water, yeast, barley, right?
Water, yeast, malt, and barley.
Yeah. So it's smooth. It's light. It's easy drinking. It doesn't taste like a lot of the American macros where you get the preservatives and the other things in them. So that's why it's kind of that step above. To me.
Just a little step. That is going to be a 6.0 for the Eibauer Zwick'l Naturtrüb, as per Andy. Try to coach me on
tube,
that.
Might be your tube.
Yeah, not my tube. So definitely in our beer garden collection box that we have here, probably the lowest one so far. I guess it is actually the lowest one so far. So hopefully we're going to right that ship on the next beer. But excited to continue through this box. And again, we're not doing this like the advent calendar in years past. We are just simply enjoying these beers and releasing them as part of our regular schedule. So hopefully, if you have been able to find a beer garden collection box out there, it is one you can follow along with us and enjoy these beers as we do. With that, again, be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell. We would definitely appreciate that. And you'll be notified as we release these videos in the future. Also, check us out on all social media links down below in the description. Comes out here in Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It is a chat room. It's not scary at all. If you have any interesting Hopped Up Beer Review merch like glassware, shirts, koozies, we just got some new pet, collars and shirt stuff in. So check that out. It'll be at the link down below. And then if you have any interest in any of the glassware that we use on the show that we have just purchased as part of just buying glassware, or any of the hardware or software that we use to actually record the show, we got links down below for that too.
Well, just tell them about our furry line of Hopped Up Beer Review merch.
It hadn't yet been released, so that's coming out. I didn't want to jump the gun. I don't want anybody going looking for it when it's not there yet. So we'll save that for a future episode.
The chains and the leashes.
Yeah. We want to cater to all needs out there with our Hopped Up Beer Review logo, of course. With that, for Andy in the attic and Jay, I've been. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.